What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan and I'm BeatBreak45, and we're coming at you with another video. We have our card overview for the ST23 and 24 starter decks. This is Digimon BeatBreak and Data Squad. We're going to be looking in at the cards you get in those sets and see how they're going to power up these new trait-based decks, the Glowing Dawn BeatBreak traits and the Data Squad traits, which is... I didn't realize it was like the 20th or 25th, I can't remember, anniversary of the Data Squad anime, so it's kind of cool that they're actually celebrating that with that starter deck and with BT25 Dual Revolution. But we also get all the cool Glowing Dawn stuff from the new BeatBreak anime, and we're going to get into it right now and see what we're getting from these starter decks and see what there is to get excited about and look forward to. But hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. So starting off, we got like Kekomon as our Digi-Egg, which is going to be when attacking by trashing the bottom face-down card from under any of your tamers. This Digimon may digivolve into a Glowing Dawn trait Digimon card in the hand with a cost reduced by 2. So cost reduction Digivolution is always nice to get right off the back. We're going to have a Loyalmon with Barrier, and it's going to have when this Digimon would digivolve into a Digimon card with Glowing Dawn trait, reduce cost by 1, so kind of like the reduced cost level 3s for the Liberator traits. And of course, all of them are going to be able to digivolve on Glowing Dawn traits, so color's not going to matter. You're going to get a Cougarmon with Barrier. It's going to have on play when digivolving, add the top security card to your hand, then recovery +1, place... and then your turn when this Digimon would digivolve into a Glowing Dawn trait Digimon card by trashing the bottom face down card from any of your tamers, reduce the cost by 2, so you can really rank up really fast, really quickly for cheap. The Murasamimon we're getting in this set is going to have Alliance, and it's going to, on play when digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000 DP the turn, then by trashing the bottom face down card under any of your tamers. You may play or use one Glowing Dawn trait card from your hand with the cost reduced by 3. So that lets you play option cards. So that's kind of cool. We also have our first version of Habakurimon, which we're getting a second one in BT25. It's going to be a super rare. So when when attacking, place one of your opponent's lowest DP Digimon as the top security card. Then by trashing the top security card, one player with the most security cards gets recovery +1. All turns once per turn when any Glowing Dawn trait Digimon would leave the battle area. By trashing your top security card, they don't leave. So yeah, that looks pretty good. So protection is always nice. Of course, we get a Gekomon, which is going to be a reveal top 3. Add a Glowing Dawn trait to the hand and place one such card face down under one of your Glowing Dawn trait tamers. So that's kind of nice. Heritable Piercing. It's a rare. Looking to see which stuff is uncommons, because you get the foil welcome pack versions of it. Of course, then you have the low pull rate Gekomon, which I've already kind of given my 2 cents about this. We're getting an Armalizamon with Piercing. It's going to have on play when digivolving. If you have one or fewer tamers, you may play one tamer with the Glowing Dawn trait from your hand without paying its cost. So you can play up to any 2 Glowing Dawn tamers. So that's really cool. So we have a tamer player. We're going to have a Monarch Lizamon, which is going to have Alliance. It's going to have on play when digivolving. This Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP until your opponent turn ends. Then if it's your turn, by trashing the bottom face down card from under any of your tamers, you may play one Glowing Dawn trait card from your hand with the cost reduced by 3. So again, same kind of thing. And then of course we're going to have our other super rare from this is going to be the new Tratusmon, which I don't know if that's a Digivolution of Gekomon. It just doesn't seem in line. Maybe it is, but I just don't think it is. I mean, this honestly seems like more of a Digivolution final form of Chirrupmon, but let me know your guys' thoughts. I've only seen the anime up to the dub part, but I know that we're about to get a Monarch Lizamon Digivolution in the anime, so I mean, And then, yeah, so security, attack +1, reboot and blocker. When digivolving, when attacking, once returned, your opponent's Digimon effects don't affect this Digimon until the turn ends. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. We have the Eclipse Impact for use 5. Requires BeatBreak trait. To play, if you don't have the right colors, main, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with the highest DP to the bottom of the deck. So there's that as well. So that's kind of all right. I don't know. The megas in here are kind of all right. They're not anything to write home by. You have the Pristimon and the Wolvermon, which have inheritable blockers. Pristimon has on play by placing one card from your hand face down or under any of your tamers with the glowing dawn trait. Draw 2. One thing I'm just so nice thing is Gekomon has when moving, so he has when moving, so he gets his reveal top 3. She doesn't have when moving; she just has on play, so that's kind of unfortunate. And then Wolvermon has the cost reduction for cost 2 to digivolve into your level 5. Now we got Chirrupmon with retaliation, and on play when trashing the bottom face down card from under any of your tamers, you may return one Digimon card with the glowing dawn trait from your trash to the hand. Then we have start of your main phase, Tomura and Kyo. You may place the top card of your deck face down under this tamer. Then if your opponent has a Digimon, gain a memory. Your turn would affect trash cards under this tamer. By submitting this tamer, one of your glowing dawn trait Digimon gains plus 3,000 DP. So that's kind of, that's all right. That's nothing I'd say to write home about. This one's same thing. You can place that face down card under your tamer, then gain a memory, and then when affects trash cards from under this tamer by spending the tamer, one of your jamming. That's nice. So that's kind of cool. I like that. That's cool. And there's only one rare tamer too. It's kind of interesting. Doesn't look like there's a lot of rares. Monarch Lizamon's a rare. That tamer's a rare. Gekomon's a rare. So there's only like 3 rares, I want to say. It looks like. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And then, of course, you get all these alternate art memory boost cards. Of course, there's the E-Pulse card, which is the... you may play one Beat Break trait card with a play cost of 4 less from your hand or trash without paying the cost, then place this card in the battle area. So you can play your tamers that have a glowing dawn trait for 3. So that's pretty good. Start of your main phase by placing this card from the battle area face down under your face down under your beat rate trait tamers. Draw 1 and gain 1 memory. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. So this is gonna be a good card. So that is right now. That is the first deck we see here. I don't like the fact that these two are not when moving abilities and only Gekomon is. So that's kind of like that's kind of trash. And we don't even get the champion form for Chirrupmon. I mean, really, there's only 15 cards. If you don't count because you don't count the alternate. 15 cards in the deck. 3 of them are rares, 2 of them are supers. So there's 10 potential ones that you can get like alternate art copies of from the welcome pack. And that's if all of them are in the welcome pack, because sometimes they're not all in the welcome pack. I know last time the options weren't in the welcome pack for the last one, so we'll have to see which cards they show are in there. And then, of course, we have our other deck, which would be Data Squad. So we'll get into that as well here. When I can find it. Data Squad right there. So we got a Koromon egg, which is going to do the same thing. It's going to trashing bottom face down from under your tamers to reduce cost by 2 for Digivolution into a Data Squad trait. I just love the yawn. We got a Galgamon, which lets you on play place one card from your hand face down under any of your tamers with the Data Squad trait and draw 2. So that's good. And then inheritable when attacking if your hand has 7 or fewer cards, draw 1. We have a Galgamon with the same inheritable. He's got when digivolving on play, you may return one opponent's level 3 Digimon to the hand, level 3 Digimon to the hand. Then you may place the top card of your deck face down on your tamers. So, you know, bottom deck, or sorry, it gets to the hand, unfortunately, but like send floodgates back to the hand and then potentially put stuff under your tamers for abilities. So the Agumon Searcher, thankfully, has got when moving. On play, reveal top 3. Add one Data Squad card to the hand and place one such card face down under your Data Squad trait tamers. Return the rest of the bottom. So the nice thing about this is it is a new Searcher, but the bad thing, of course, being that if you do play the traditional deck, this is not going to be as good because it'll whiff on a lot of your old monsters because they don't have the Data Squad trait. Plus 2,000 inheritable, meh, honestly, meh. And then, of course, the low pull rate Agumon. I don't know if this guy's going to be as popular, like making him the low pull rate. So what is cool is we do got a, if you have one or fewer tamers, you may play a tamer with the Data Squad trait. So this is cool for the new Marcus and Agumon tamer and any future tamers that we have. So again, plus 2,000 heritable, whatever. But yeah, we have a Rise Greymon. This one's he's got pretty complicated. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000 DP, and then by trashing 2 bottom face down cards from any of your tamers, you may play or use one Data Squad trait card with a use cost of 5 or less from your hand. So you can play a Marcus and Agumon tamer. All turns inheritable when this Digimon with the Shine Greymon, its name or the Data Squad trait, would leave the battle area by trashing the bottom face down card from under your tamers. It doesn't leave. Protection, pretty good. Yeah, kind of like that. And then we have Shine Greymon Geo Gray Sword. So it's got the raid, piercing, and security attack plus 1. When attacking, you may play one tamer card with a play cost of 5 or less from your hand, or trash without paying the cost. Then that's just any tamer card. Then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 9,000 DP for the turn. That's pretty good. And then Geo Gray Sword, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 7,000 DP or less. So yeah, Geo Gray Sword, kind of decent. Getting more good Data Squad cards. So I mean that makes the more good Data Squad cards we get, the better this becomes. We got a Lalamon with plus 1,000 and Sunflowmon and plus 1,000 inheritables. The Lalamon again is your turn only when this Digimon would Digivolve, reduce cost by 1. So this is your right here. This is your reduce cost into your champion, just like the Liberator stuff. On play when Digivolving, you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or tamers. Then you may place the top card of your deck face down on your Data Squad tamers. So this same kind of thing, letting you put sources under your guy, but also setting up common green effects like suspensions, which works with the whole piercing of the Shine Greymon. We have a Lilamon, which is going to one of your opponent's Digimon or tamers, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or tamers on play when Digivolving or when attacking. It can't unsuspend until the end of the turn. Then by trashing 2 bottom face down cards from under any of your tamers, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Data Squad trait card with in the hand without paying the cost. So it's even better, without paying the cost. And then she's got the protection inheritable for Rosemon or Data Squad trait cards. So she's got the protection. Rosemon's our other level 6. Rosemon getting some love here when Digivolving, when attacking. You may suspend up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon or tamers. Then by trashing the bottom face down card under any of your tamers, none of their Digimon can unsuspend until their turn ends. That's cool, except for it's only Digimon can unsuspend. If it was tamers and Digimon that couldn't unsuspend, that would be nice. Because the tamer thing, I wish it was both. All turns, once per turn, when any of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers suspend or affects trash cards from under your Tamers, trash your opponent's top security card. Takes out security. That's not bad for a Rosemon. And it's a green-red. That's kind of interesting. We have a Falcomon with when attacking inheritable, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. And then he has the on-play by trashing the bottom face-down card from under any of your Tamers. You may return one Digimon card with the Data Squad trait from your trash to the hand. So, you know, getting stuff back, especially since you're trashing so much stuff, face-down stuff from under Tamers. It's really good. We got the Marcus, Damon, and Thomas Tamer, which place the top card. Same thing, placing the top card under the Tamer, and then if your opponent has a Digimon game memory, when it affects trash cards from under the Tamers, you can give jamming. So that's kind of nice. 4 cost. Dual Tamer. I love it. It's like it's a yellow Marcus. We haven't got a pure yellow Marcus since forever, because it's always been yellow red, but we're getting a yellow blue. And then Yoshi and Keenan. Same thing. They're going to allow you to place the card under this Tamer. Then if your opponent has a Digimon game memory, and then all turns you can, when the effects trash those cards under the Tamer, you can suspend it to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So it sets up for piercing, which is good. And of course you get DNA charge. We got DNA charge here, which is the other, just like the E-Pulse one. It's going to let you use it. Data Squad, if you have a Data Squad trait on board, you don't need to worry about color requirements. You may play one Data Squad trait card with a play cost of 4 or less from your hand without paying the cost. Then place this card in the battle area. And then start your main phase by placing this card in the battle area face down under one of your Data Squad Tamers. Draw 1, gain a memory. Perfect. Really, really nice. Just like the other one. And then you go and you can't play a Marcus Agumon because it's 4 costs or less, so that's unfortunate, but it's pretty good. Getting the same cards here. It looks like it's just the one style of alternates, so you only need like 2 of each starter deck to go. But that's it, guys. That is the card overview for the starter decks. Tell me what you guys like. I feel like I like I don't know if I like the Data Squad better or the Glowing Dawn one better, but I definitely like Geo Gray Sword and Shine Greymon. I'm not too hot on the Agumon, but I like a lot of the Glowing Dawn stuff. So, I mean, between the 2 decks, we're probably going to be playing both of them because of the support that they get in BT25. So that's kind of nice as well. But looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.